All right, everybody, this whole page is going to get done in a couple of videos. I'm going to do the first two videos or the first two problems in the same video. This one's probably going to be on its own and this one will probably be on its own, but all of these will be located in the Pythagorean Theorem playlist. So make sure you check these out for later. Let's go ahead and we're going to start off at the top there. It does say that Fritz mows two triangular fields to determine which field is a right triangle. So we don't know if they are because, of course, there's no right angles in either of these. So we're going to start off with this one. So in order for me to use this, I have to use the Converse theorem in order to figure that out. My smallest side or my shortest side is the A side. My middle length one, which is the 48, is the B side. And the longest side, which is always the hypotenuse, or C. What I'm going to do is using the converse of the Pythagorean is plug the numbers into where they belong. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. And we're going to solve and see if they balance each other out. If they do, then it's a right triangle. If they don't, it's not a right triangle. So we're going to plug in 36 and square it. We're going to add that to 48 and square it. And then we're going to take 60 and square that. So if the 36 squared and the 48 squared add up to equal the 60 squared, then we've got a right triangle. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to do 36 squared, which is 1296. And then we're going to add 48 squared, and we're going to get 2304. And when we do 60 squared, which you should be able to do in your head, but if you can't, 3600. Now, just by looking at this, should be pretty good to know, but let's see, 1296. We're going to add that to 2304. And you probably did that in your head without having to do anything else, but it does add up to be 3600. So therefore, this is 3600 over here. It's equal to 3600 over here. So that is a right triangle. It balances each other out on both sides. So we've got a right triangle. So this one is yes. Now, if we take a look at this other one, again, same kind of situation. Smallest side is A, middle side is B, longest side is C. And we're going to go ahead and do that same thing all over again. Now, obviously, got some of the different coordinates here, are different lengths, but we're going to take a look at them any which way and double check. And again, we want to show all of the work so we know whether or not it is legitimate or it's not. 40 squared, we should be able to do pretty much in our head. Again, it's going to be 1600. Adding 50 squared, which is also something we should be able to do in our head, 2500. And then we just did the 60 squared a minute ago, 3600. So that's what we've got right here. And when I add those two on the left-hand side together to see if they work, it's going to end up being 4100, which is equal to 3600. Obviously, that is not the case. So you put a slash through the equal sign, and you would just simply say that this is not a right triangle. So the answer is no. So the first triangle was, the second one was not. And if you want more questions like these, find them on my YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok at U1Algebra. All of these are going to be located in my Pythagorean Theorem playlist. Don't forget to like, share, follow, save this for later, and I will see you soon.